Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Soular again. Simple video, aren't they all? We are not here to necessarily sit in comfort. And I'm not here to make you go stoic and to tell you comfort is bad or feeling good is bad. It's not, obviously that's not true. But comfort, right? When we know and when we can acknowledge that we're healing and that we're growing, comfort is something that we should be trying to get away from to a certain degree. You're not supposed to be comfortable in your toxicity. If you have found situations that allow you to be toxic and get away with it, I mean, toxic to yourself, that's comfortable, but there's no growth there. Some people work out so much that pain has become a new form of comfort. And I'm not here to say working out is bad, but maybe there are other areas that you're supposed to be focusing on. Maybe you're really good at focusing on your body. Maybe you're really good at doing gym things. Maybe you're not so good at communicating. And as long as you could just go to the gym and you don't have to talk, it's just better. Right? Maybe you don't like to work out. Maybe you just like to talk. Maybe getting more in touch with your body could be a level of growth for you. So the gym or something like that might be hard. I'm not saying that we're not here to be comfortable. I'm not saying that we're here to be uncomfortable. But what I'm saying is, when you acknowledge that comfort in life, recognize if this comfort is satiating, letting you stay at a lower level, which becomes stagnant, which is the only true death, stagnation. You can do that, or you can acknowledge where you are growing. You can acknowledge what you're afraid of. You can acknowledge, see, toxic is not acknowledging where you are going wrong in life. That's toxic. When you can't acknowledge when you're off, or if you are oblivious to your own actions, if you are oblivious to the role you are playing in your life, that is not only ignorant, it's toxic. Because if you can't see when you're being the problem in a situation, and you keep making that person the problem and making excuses for your toxicity because that person, you've given away your power. Not only have you given away your power, but you're the toxic one. If you want to throw somebody away the moment that your growth is coming through that person, you're toxic. Ain't nothing wrong. No, they got this, they doing that, they doing this, they doing that, they doing this. It's all projection. Number one, why are you there? Number two, where are you going? Number three, what are you doing? Do you have the answer to those questions? Do you even care? And I say I don't care a lot. And when I say I don't care, I mean that I'm not using my energy to think about certain things. Like, for example, everybody has traumas. Everybody has traumas that can lead to toxic behaviors and situations. Everybody does. I don't care to sit there and go through everything that you've gone through in your life to find that trauma. When I say I don't care about what you've been through, I mean you could have gone through anything. The truth still applies. It still applies, bro. I know you was hurt. I know they hurt you, but you're not a victim. There's two ways this can go in your movie. You can be a bystander and an extra in your own movie. Maybe you get hurt, maybe you don't. You could be a victim. You could be the villain. You can believe what they say about you. And you can identify with what's being projected onto you, and you can be a villain. Or you could be the hero. See, the hero's journey, he's meant to go through tribulations and trials. The hero's journey is meant to evolve you, he or she, hero or heroine. You are here to grow. And when they go through their craziest moments of pain or their most uncomfortable situations, the most uncomfortable situations usually seem to activate the special power or the special ability. And in these shows and movies, we call it an awakening. That's like the highest form of that, of their abilities, is when they've awoken, when they've had their awakening. If you are comfortable, it can be one of two things. You've either built a life from doing growth, from being in alignment and being in purpose, to where you have that comfort, but you get to grow in that space. Every single day, you can be in your purpose. There's nothing toxic about that. Be comfortable in your purpose. Be comfortable where you're supposed to be comfortable. There's nothing wrong with that. Rest. High vibration is a neutral feeling and a neutral frequency. It's not going hard. It's not all of that. That's not high energy. That's a frequency of energy. High frequency energy comes from being in a state of peace, neutrality. Nothing is exactly good. Nothing is exactly bad. It is what it is. And as long as you're in your purpose, you really don't have to worry about everything else. When you focus on you, and you focus on your purpose, and you focus on your growth, when you're aware of your toxicity, when you're aware of your traumas, you can start to work now. Know what I love about stretching and yoga? One of my favorite things about yoga is that when I stretch in certain ways, I can see what my body can and can't do. I can see what it struggles with and what it doesn't struggle with, right? I can see it. And when I feel pain in certain areas from holding certain positions, I'm like, oh, that's tight, that's locked up. I'm aware of it. That pain made me aware of it. I'm aware of this area. I'm aware this area needs more work, and I can give it the necessary attention now. And I can just do routine exercises, but ask somebody who goes to the gym. Ask them about muscle-mind connection. Ask them about feeling your muscles, feeling things as you grow. This is the same thing as growing with intention. You're going to grow. Whether you're forced into it, which looks like resistance, pain, and suffering, or you can walk into your growth. You can intentionally go towards the things that you are working on. That's like that mind-muscle connection. I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing it. And let me save you real quick before we have a problem. Okay? This also doesn't mean to put yourself in bad situations just to grow. That doesn't mean you put yourself in toxic situations just to find mastery. No, you're going to heal yourself by locking into your purpose. This is the most authentic you. The only things you need to change and get rid of is all the things that are not you. All the beliefs that you are not. That's what you really need to let go of. And you really need to find who you are. Not a mailman, not an actor, not a mom, not a dad, not a cousin, not a brother, not a lover. A soul. Before the name, after the name, the nameless, you, your consciousness, the conscious and the subconscious, your mind, your soul. When you intentionally look at that, work on that, heal that, build that, love that, you're going to experience comfort. You're going to experience discomfort. You're going to experience pain. You're going to experience pleasure. But everything is perfect for your journey and where you are today. Now ask yourself, am I toxic? Do I know where I need to grow? Am I aware of my own traumas and how I project them on the people? Am I aware of my purpose and what I'm doing with my energy every single day? If not, we get things like depression, a lack of satisfaction, and we even look for, what's the word? Fulfillment, what's the word? I used the word satiate earlier. Coping, like we're gonna coping mechanisms and stuff. If you can't acknowledge those things and see why, and underlining why, then it's gonna be hard to have that mind-muscle connection when you're out here in life doing that spiritual work. When you're out there in life doing that spiritual work, you wanna be aware of what you're working on. You wanna be aware of why you're working on it and who you are. You can feel free to book an astrology reading with me. Contact me, it's okay. You can study yourself. You're allowed to study yourself. You wake up with you every single day. How much have you studied yourself? Biologically, psychologically, and celestially. I'm aware of the astral celestial language, and I can read astrology very, very well. 12, circle, inner circle, 12. 3 by 4. Crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Astrology. Horus, hours, Horus, horology. It's time. Time is nothing more than a mapping of the current celestial energies which are beyond space and time. If you want to study yourself in the astral form, it's way too easy to do it with the internet. You can hit me up. I am a master astrology reader for a number of reasons, and I would be happy to help you find your purpose, lock into your purpose. I can help you with relationships with your kids, relationships with yourselves, but I have learned that nothing comes before you and your relationship with you. Everything else falls in a line by default when you get you right. So let's focus on ourselves. Let's stay aware of ourselves, and let's do the work on ourselves. They say some people are so poor, all they have is money. Some people are so lazy, they only work when they go to their job. I don't think you're hearing me. Hey man, it's not about the job, it's about the work. Anyway, man, y'all hold it down, but keep it up. Find my music on all platforms. Again, Soular Amore. I got some awesome merchandise available for you guys. If you go ahead and look down below, you'll see the store. Should be right there for you. Awesome merch. If you guys have any recommendations or anything that you would like to have, hit me up. I'll have a journal in there so you can get started. You can get started journaling and taking notes on yourself every day, every night. When you wake up, when you go to sleep, you can dream journal. What I do a lot of the time is I summarize the lessons I learned in a day. So I have a memo page and I'll date the page and I'll literally write the main lesson I learned of the day. Like you watch a movie, what's the main moral? You read a book, what's the main moral? That's how I look at a day. And at the end of the day, I write down what I learned that day. Sometimes it might be the same lesson. Sometimes it might be a minor adjustment. Pretty much all the time I blow myself away. Pretty much all the time I'm like, wow, I wrote that. Like definitely books coming on the way, all that other stuff coming on the way. But yo, tap in with yourself, for real, in all dimensions, physical, mental, emotional, psychological, astral, and celestially. Now, most people ain't even aware of their astral or celestial self. That's you when you're dreaming, that you are, when none of this is here and it's a whole nother thing, that place, that's your astral body, and that's the astral realm. When you close your eyes and you imagine a house by a lake with a duck and a swan swimming in it, that's the astral realm. You want to be mastered there. but they've calcified our pineal glands in many ways. So be careful. Love you guys. Peace.